Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at a Toyota Highlander XSE in the color white. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood you'll find a turbocharged 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 264 horsepower, 229 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front you've got your LED headlights, customary daytime running lights, and your fog lights down below. Along to the side here we have the 20-inch black alloy wheels. Side mirrors have integrated turn signals and blind spot monitoring. And on both of your front handles you'll find these two double lines. We'll talk about those guys more on the driver's side. Moving back, all your rear windows do come with factory tinting, and up top we have black roof rails. Approaching the back on the right hand side you have your XSE trim level badge, dual exhaust down below. Left hand side you have your Highlander badge, and then underneath your rear logo is your backup camera. To open up your trunk space, reach right underneath of the logo and press the button, and this should automatically rise up for you. Inside, we have both a second and third row seating. Second row seating has the independent captain's chair, which means that there's no middle seat here. We'll talk about those guys more when we get up there. For the third row seating, it is a 60-40 split, as you can see on the left-hand side, meaning there's a larger section to the right and a smaller one to the left. This arrangement for all four sections allow for lots of different ways to set up your seats in order to accommodate both your passengers and your cargo. As you can see, you can have your seats laid down flat like this or upright in any setup that you so please. If your seats are currently upright, you're trying to lay them down flat, you can do so by releasing these handles on the top outside corners of the seats. Across the back here, this thing wrapped in plastic, this is your interior cargo cover. It's able to lock into place in these little cubby spaces on either side, and then can be rolled out, extended, and locked into these little hooks on either side, and will help to cover anything you have stored in your rear cargo space. Really useful so that nobody's able to look in through your windows and see what you have stored. Inside here we can see that there is plenty of cup holder space for your third row seat occupants, and in each one of the four corners you have these little silver tie-down hooks. These guys are used to further secure your load, so it's not going to be moving around on you too much. Across the back of the dedicated cargo floor space and the back of the third row seats, you have the Highlander branded rubber mat liner. This guy serves two purposes. First off, it helps protect your vehicle from damage from your cargo and protect your cargo from damage from the vehicle. Second of all, it is much easier to keep your vehicle clean, as anytime you get any sort of dirt or debris on this, it's much easier to remove this, rinse it off or shake it off, versus that typical clingy carpeted interior that likes to stick to every little thing. If you're looking for your tire kit or some additional storage space, if you look underneath of the mat, you'll find this little tab. Lift this guy up. Everything you need will be stored right underneath. You're able to access your spare tire through this little porthole. There's a diagram back here showing you exactly how to go about doing so. To close up your space back here, you can reach up to your handle on the right hand side or just press the electronic button. Next, let's take a look at the inside. So inside, your interior upholstery is the dual tone of both the black and red Softex leatherette. You do have black stitching and some light gray stitching around the sides. Down below on your seats, you'll find access to all of your adjustments you can make to them. This can allow you to fold your seats forward or to move them back and forth on this little track that you can see down below, giving easy access to the third row right from the door instead of people having to walk through this middle section. As we said, there is no middle seat here. Instead, we have some cup holder and storage space. There are armrests that are attachable to the inside of the seats, but these can also be folded away if you don't want to have those in the way too. Then, looking forward, on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of your console, you'll find your third air zone conditioning control panel. This allows for your second and third row occupants to be able to control their own fan speed, mode, and temperature. Down below, you have your charger options here, and currently we have the Highlander rubber mats installed inside this unit. Inside of your door here, you have your storage spaces, as well as this little built-in sunscreen. This guy can extend upwards and locks into place, helping to keep the sun out of everybody's eyes without impeding on their view. Just as easily, this guy can unhook, go into your door frame, and be completely flush with it. Now, taking a look at these two double lines again, these guys indicate keyless entry, so if you have the key fob on your person, you can tap your hand here to lock and unlock your unit. Inside your driver's door, we have our first look at this metallic highlighting. You'll be able to find little glints of this all throughout your front cab space. You've got your power windows here for front and back, window lock, power lock system, and your side mirror controls. Front seats are electronically adjustable, back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. You've got both your hood and gas release on the bottom left-hand corner of your dash. Then you have a little cubby space right on top of that. Then you have controls for your power trunk release, automatic headlamps, automatic start-stop, and heated leather steering wheel. So, taking a closer look at your steering wheel, black leather, black stitching. Then, left-hand side here, this allows you to control your dash display. You've got your hands-free communication and your volume control. Right-hand side, radio controls in the bottom, adaptive cruise control up top, which includes both sonar and lane departure. In the middle is your infotainment display screen. This is where you go to access much of the information about your daily driving experience. Currently, you're looking at your audio list, so this is where you have access to your AM, FM, and satellite radio. There's also full Bluetooth connectivity, which allows you to access your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and optional USB adapters all throughout. Up top is where you would have access to optional navigation. You can choose to connect that through Toyota Connected Services. Then you have your phone abilities right in the middle to connect your device to the vehicle via Bluetooth. You have your trip information as well as your climate display here. So you can have the climate here. As you can see, you can control the rear climate through this section as well. You have access to some additional options such as your Eco Heat Cool and your rear windshield de-icer. And then all the way at the bottom is all of your settings. So you have everything access from personal profile, Bluetooth audio, phone, voice, Wi-Fi, dealer info, software updates, etc. Bottom left corner here is your volume. Then in the middle is your climate control center. Defrost your front and rear windshield as well as side mirrors here. Of course, you have access to controlling your rear climate on the right-hand side. You can turn that off so that they can function independently too. But in terms of up front, you have the dual climate. So this currently is on sync, meaning that both sides should be able to work together in unison. Actually, it's not turned on. There we go. Passengers synced up. So now both sides will work together in unison. But if you have it turned off as before, then they will instead function independently from each other. You've also got 3 variant levels for heated seat controls for driver and front passenger. Down below, you have your push start ignition, 4 ways here, and then you got this nice storage cubby that goes a whole way across the right-hand side. In the middle is where you have a wireless charging pad here. You've got a little glowing dot there showing that it is currently working. You'll also notice little bumpers along the backs and sides, meaning that your phone's not going to go flying out of there when you're on the road. You still have a clear line of sight to it for any notifications coming in and out, but you never have to worry about making sure you have your charging cords on you. There's this nice little divider in here, which means that if you put something in one corner, then hit a corner, and then go around a curve, it's not going to go flying all the way out of arm's reach to the other side. Down below, more storage capacity on the left, then all of your charger and adapter options on the right, including 12-volt and USB. Then you've got your cup holder space, gear shift, driving modes, mud, sand, rock, dirt, sport, normal, and eco, parking brakes, traction control, snow, and downhill assist. Then you've got your cubby, or your console space rather, in the back here, independently moving tray up top, additional storage down beneath, and another 12-volt adapter down inside. On the right-hand side, you've got a lockable glove box down below. Up overhead, you've got 1, 2, and 3 dots. These guys are your garage door openers. Then you've got your sunglasses compartment, your SOS button, overhead lighting controls, and controls here for your moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Toyota Highlander XSE in the color white. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automall Road in Sherwood Park, Alberta. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.